So we've already covered the fundamentals of which cards to upgrade first, but now let's take it even deeper. Think of this as the advanced playbook for free-to-play and low-spend players. This is where we talk about efficiency, psychology, and those sneaky traps that keep players stuck for years. Because here's the truth. Most players don't fail because they're bad at Clash Royale. They fail because their resources are all over the place. They waste gold, they scatter upgrades, and then they wonder why they're always underleveled. If you've ever felt that way, this part is for you. Let's begin with deck identity. Every great Clash Royale account has one or two identities. Maybe you're a cycle player, maybe you're a beatdown player, maybe you're a control player. Whatever your style, your upgrade should reinforce that identity. Let's say you love cycle decks like Hog or Miner Control. That means your upgrade should focus on cheap cycle cards, core spells, and your chosen win condition. If you're more of a beatdown player, then you need to invest in your big tanks, your support troops, and heavy spells. Too many players try to upgrade everything so they can play every deck. That's the wrong approach. Specialize, focus, and make your deck identity as strong as possible. Next, let's talk about meta awareness. Clash Royale's meta shifts constantly. A card that's weak today might be strong tomorrow. So how do you handle upgrades when the meta changes? The secret is this: focus on evergreen cards. These are cards that are always relevant, no matter what balance changes come. Cards like Zap, Fireball, Skeletons, Ice Spirit, and Baby Dragon are meta-proof. They've been good for years, and they'll continue to be good. If you're unsure where to spend your gold, evergreen cards are your safest bet. Now, let's address legendary cards. Players love legendaries, and I get it. They look flashy, they feel rare. But here's the truth. Not all legendaries are created equal. Some are incredible long-term investments, like Miner, Log, and Electro Wizard. Others are niche, like Fisherman or Mother Witch. And some are downright risky, like Night Witch or Ram Rider, which swing in and out of viability depending on balance changes. My advice? Only upgrade legendaries that appear in multiple top decks. Miner, Log, and Electro Wizard? Safe. Bandit and Mega Knight? Riskier, unless you're committed to playing Bridge Spam forever. Be smart. Don't dump gold into a legendary you'll regret later. Let's move on to upgrade time. This is something nobody talks about, but it's crucial. Not every upgrade should happen right away. For example, upgrading your Fireball from level 12 to 13 is a huge milestone. It lets you one-shot key troops. But if you're sitting at level 10 King Tower, dumping all your gold into that upgrade might leave your other cards under-leveled and your deck unbalanced. Think strategically. Sometimes it's better to spread upgrades across your core cards rather than maxing one card too early. Balance your deck levels so no single card drags you down. Another big trap is over-upgrading spells. Yes, spells are important, but here's the mistake: upgrading Fireball to max while your troops are 2 levels behind. What happens then? Your Fireball kills things, but your win condition doesn't deal enough damage, and your defense collapses. Spells should be strong, but not at the cost of your win condition and core troops. Prioritize balance over obsession. Now let's talk about gold-saving strategies. The first rule is patience. Don't upgrade just because you can. Sit on your gold until you have enough to upgrade something that truly matters. The second rule: always consider your clan. Donating cards is great, but be careful not to donate away your future upgrades. Gold is not infinite, and every donation counts. The third rule: take advantage of special events. Sometimes Clash Royale runs events where upgrades are discounted, or where you get huge rewards. Save up gold in anticipation of those moments. They can accelerate your progression massively. There's also the psychological trap of shiny objects. You unlock a new legendary, and your brain says, upgrade it, use it now. But that's how you end up broke and stuck. Before you upgrade anything, ask yourself 2 questions. Does this card fit into my main deck? And will it still be useful 6 months from now? If the answer to both is yes, upgrade it. If not, leave it alone. Now let's get specific with tier lists. If I had to rank upgrade priorities universally, it would look like this. Tier 1, your win condition, your main synergy card, your key spell. Tier 2, cheap cycle cards, defensive buildings, evergreen staples. Tier 3, secondary spells, situational cards, and niche tech choices. Tier 4 experimental cards, meme cards, and flex picks. The higher the tier, the more gold you should invest. If a card is tier 3 or 4, upgrade it only if you have extra gold or if it's directly part of your deck identity. Let's also address long-term progression. The biggest mistake free-to-play players make is switching decks too often. Every time you switch decks, you reset your progress. You suddenly need to upgrade a whole new set of cards, and all your old investments become dead weight. That's why pros always say, master one deck, stick with it, and funnel all your resources into it. Once your first deck is strong, then and only then can you branch out into a second deck. But if you're constantly chasing the next meta, you'll never climb. Finally, let's end with motivation. Managing gold isn't glamorous. It's slow, it's deliberate, and it requires discipline. But here's the payoff. When your deck is maxed, when every card feels powerful, and when you win matches because your account is optimized, that's when it all pays off. Every smart upgrade you make today is an investment in your future success. Don't think in days or weeks. Think in months. Think in seasons. Clash Royale is a marathon, not a sprint, and your gold strategy is the fuel that carries you across the finish line. So here's the final rule. Upgrade with intention. Don't just click the button. Ask yourself, is this the best use of my gold? Does this bring me closer to my goal? If the answer is yes, upgrade. If not, wait. It's that simple. And if you can stick to that discipline, your account will always feel ahead of the curve, even if you're free to play. That's the advanced playbook. Focus, specialize, save, and upgrade with purpose. Do this, and you'll turn your gold into power, your deck into a weapon, and your climb into a journey that actually feels rewarding. On day 16 of our journey, I realized how small decisions can completely shift the path of a day. Something as simple as leaving the house a few minutes later, or choosing one road instead of another, can lead you to new encounters, new moments, or even new problems. Life isn't just about the big choices, it's about the tiny ones we often ignore. Sometimes, I wonder if the universe nudges us towards certain outcomes, using these little moments to test us or guide us. What if that delay, that change, or that distraction wasn't random at all, but part of a bigger chain of events designed to shape who we become? Day 16 felt like a reminder that nothing is truly small in life. Every action ripples outward in ways we may never fully see. Wait, before you upgrade that random card in Clash Royale, let me stop you. If you're free to play, wasting gold is the #1 mistake that keeps players stuck in mid-ladders forever. Let's talk about how to manage your gold like a pro. Here's the thing. Every upgrade gets more expensive, and if you try to level up every single card you unlock, you'll end up broke, stuck with a bunch of under-leveled decks, and frustrated when your opponents crush you with level 14 commons. The smart way? Specialize. Pick one deck you actually enjoy playing. It doesn't have to be meta, but it has to be consistent. Usually, a deck has one main win condition, like Hog Rider, Giant, Royal Giant, or Graveyard. That's the card you'll want to max first. Then choose a strong, big spell like Fireball or Poison, because high-level spells make a huge difference in winning trades. Next, focus on support cards that fit almost every deck, like Musketeer, Electro Spirit, Skeletons, or Knight. Cards like these are cheap to upgrade and stay useful at every level. Don't waste gold on gimmick cards you'll drop after 2 matches. And here's a pro trick. Before upgrading any card, check if it's in your main deck. If it's not, leave it alone. Another tip is to save gold from gold crates and special events, and only spend when you're sure the upgrade gets you closer to your main deck maxed out. I know it's tempting to just upgrade everything that shines, but gold is the lifeblood of a free-to-play account. Spend smart, and you'll climb way faster than people who just throw their coins away. So the next time you see that shiny upgrade button, ask yourself, does this card help my main deck, or am I just wasting gold? If you want more Clash Royale pro tips like this every single day, subscribe now and join me on the road to dominating the ladder. Trust me, your future self will thank you.